everybody. Welcome into the Card Closet. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining me tonight for episode 490. And you know what that means if you're a regular. We've got a mystery man of the day who had 490 career doubles. Let's see if you can figure out who he is. So first of all, those 490 doubles put him 74th on the all-time list. He's also in the top 100 in triples. He's 99th on the triples list with a career 120 triples. All right, so this guy went by a nickname his whole career. His given first and middle name were James Burton. His rookie card, even though he began his playing career in 1939, his rookie card is considered to be 1949 Bowman. He was in every Bowman release from 1949 through 1955. He was in the Topps set of 1952, and then again from 1956 to 1959 as a player, and then from 1960 to 1963 as a manager. Like I said, he was a rookie in 1939, and he played 1939 through 1948 for the Washington Senators. He was a first baseman. He missed the entire 1944 and 1945 seasons due to World War II and his service in the Navy. While in the Navy, he played on a baseball team, and in the baseball, I don't know if it was on his team or in the little league that they had going on, he met a 20-year-old fellow Navy person named Larry Doby. And after the war, he would be one of the foremost people that helped Larry Doby break the color barrier for the American League. From 1949 to 1950, he played for Cleveland. The second half of 1950 through 1955, he was back with the Washington Senators. 1956 and 1957 for the good guys, the Boston Red Sox. 1958, he was back to Cleveland. 1959, he played for the Milwaukee Braves. And in 1960, he played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He was the two-time American League batting champion in 1946 and 1953. He led the American League in doubles 3 times. He is a 7-time All-Star. 2,495 career hits are probably the most impressive career number that he has. If he had not missed those 2 full seasons, he probably would have been up around 2,800 hits. And maybe we would hear his name mentioned more in Hall of Fame voting. He has been on the ballot a few times. I think it said the last time he was on the Hall of Fame ballot was 2008. So he doesn't get a lot of attention for that. One interesting thing about him, he was the first manager of the expansion Washington Senators in 1961. And he managed them parts 1961, 1962, and part of 1963. This one might be a little bit more difficult unless you know your baseball history. Any idea who that career first baseman was? Mickey Vernon. Mr. 490 career doubles. So let me know, please, in the comments if you were able to get Mickey Vernon. You're pretty good if you got that one. I think he's a tough one. Okay, so today I'm going to show you a couple baseball cards that have come in recently. And I'm going to start with my favorite. This one just arrived today. And the case, the slab, needs a little fingernail polish remover on it. Clean it up a little bit. But got this 1916 Harry Hooper the M101-5, which means it has a blank back. But Harry Hooper, Hall of Famer, primarily played for the Boston Red Sox, but he did move on to other teams like the Chicago White Sox after that. He was an incredible player, Hall of Famer, and just one of those guys that was a presence on those World Series teams of the Red Sox in the 19 teens. So this one arrived. This was the second to last card I need for that team set. The only one left is Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth's rookie card, 1916. So if you've got that Babe Ruth and you want to trade it to me for Pedro Martinez rookie, let me know. Cool thing about that card, it takes off one more from my all-time Red Sox team set. So 1916, just have one left now, the Babe Ruth, which means overall 66 to go. 66 Red Sox cards to go, and I'll have every team set all the way back to 1901. So, don't get to knock off that list very often. All right, now we're going to jump. Speaking of Pedro Martinez, we're going to jump to the other end of the spectrum, age-wise anyway. I picked up this jersey card of Pedro Martinez. I have my eyes on a couple other of his jersey cards too. But this is a red jersey, and it's called Fleer Legacy, Franchise Legacy. Two-color swatch. I'm always careful about these. Game-worn memorabilia card. The piece of memorabilia enclosed in this card was worn in an MLB game by Pedro Martinez of the Boston Red Sox. So they don't call it a jersey, they call it a piece of memorabilia, and that does not really feel like a jersey. So I'm thinking it's some other part of their uniform, maybe a jacket or something else, or if they wore this kind of water-resistant uniform for a few games or something, I don't know. But it's something he wore in a game, and it's the pictures of him in a red jersey, so I don't know if that jersey maybe has a different texture to it than regular jerseys, normal jerseys. But anyway, super happy to get that. Might see some more Pedro relics coming in the near future. Picked up a 1969 Billy Williams on the trading card database in a trade. Look at the police officer in the background there. Also picked up the Lou Brock for my 69 set build. I don't know, 2/3 of the way maybe. Slow going on that one though, because I'm not spending money on it. And then more trades. Got the photo variation. I think this is 19 tops. And got Carlton Fisk here. These photo variation cards just don't seem quite as vibrant. The color on them, on all the players, just seems to be a little faded. Case in point, here's another photo variation of Wade Boggs. Just not that colorful. But love these variation cards, getting older players in modern designs. And here's a pre-war player on a vintage design. Got this Babe Ruth. This was also in another trade. Looking like the 1979 design. So anytime I can get a Ruth in a Red Sox uniform, I love it. And this one, of course, being 1979, one of the first years I was busting packs. And then finally, in another trade, building up that Topps Platinum Prism Refractor set of Hall of Famers that I'm working on. Got John Smoltz. So love that. I checked for the new Hall of Famers in that set, and Ichiro is in it, which I'd already picked up Ichiro because I kind of knew he was going to be for sure. But CC Sabathia is not in the set, and neither is Billy Wagner. So we'll have to see maybe if they come out with him in this year's set or something. Who knows? But yeah, that's the baseball cards I've got to show you tonight. What else is going on? Oh, the Lakers made a big move a couple days ago now. They picked up Luka Doncic in a trade with the Dallas Mavericks, and the Utah Jazz were present as well. They didn't exchange any of the big name players in the trade. But yeah, Anthony Davis is gone. And I'm glad I got my Revolution set this year with Anthony Davis as the focus. And maybe next year, if I'm lucky, Luka will be in that set in a Lakers uniform, and Luka can be my poster child for next year's Revolution parallel run. So we will see. It seems like the Lakers really got too good to be true deal. And, you could say, like Baseball Collector said in a message to me, that Lakers fleeced the Mavericks, was how he said it. And I guess I agree with that. The result appears to be fleecing, but it was the Mavericks who initiated the deal. So it was kind of like the Mavericks saying, hey, fleece me, and we'll be happy with it. So, what are the Lakers going to do? Can't turn down an offer like that. So I'm excited about that. It is kind of weird to see a Laker player wearing jersey number 77. I looked through the basketball reference site, and only once in Lakers history, and oh, by the way, this is their 77th year as a franchise, and they pick up number 77, Luka. Thought that was quite ironic. But only once in their history have they ever had another player wear any uniform number between 71 and 79. Back in their very early days in Minneapolis, they did have two players wear number 70. But there's only one other player since then to have worn a jersey in the 70s. And I'm going to have a little bit of a contest here for those of you that were diligent and stayed through the end of the episode. Send me an email. My email is on my About page. It's cardcloset@yahoo.com. Send me an email giving me the answer to that trivia question. Who's the other Laker besides Luka to have ever worn Lakers jersey between 71 and 79? Who was the player? And I'll give you a hint, he's a Hall of Famer. What are you playing for? I will take all the correct responses, put them on a spinner or put them in a hat or something. But going to go along with the basketball theme here. I'm going to give away my 2015-16 Revolution of Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson's had a nice 11-year career so far, averaging 16 points a game. Started out with the Lakers, then he went to Cleveland. Now he's doing a great job with Utah, even averaged 20 points a game a year or two back. This is the first year of Revolution, and it is the Futura numbered to 25. So very hard to find these 25s of players anymore. Almost 10 years later since the initial release, and they only made this parallel the 1 year, and it's gorgeous. That's why I keep flashing the light on it. It's just a beautiful parallel. So this is what you're playing for. I don't know. It's probably at least a $10 card. I don't know how much Jordan goes for. I couldn't find any comps, but at least a $10 card, maybe more. So send me an email. Let me know who that player is from the trivia question. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for sticking with me here. We're getting up to 15 minutes. Really appreciate you guys. Appreciate all you new subscribers. Thanks for checking in. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.